With a licensing deal, Stan Lee returns to Marvel Studios. Future appearances in Marvel films and TV programs, as well as fashion and theme park experiences, are all part of the 20-year pact. Stan Lee, the beloved co-creator of Spider-Man, Avengers, and Hulk, who died in 2018, is returning to Marvel Studios in a one-of-a-kind contract. Marvel has signed a 20-year deal with Stan Lee Universe, a venture between Genius Brands International and POW Entertainment, to license the name and likeness of Lee for use in future feature films and television productions, as well as Disney theme parks, various experiences, and merchandising. It really ensures that Stan, through digital technology and archival footage and other forms, will live in the most important venue, the Marvel movies, and Disney theme parks, said Andy Hayward, chairman and CEO of Genius Brands. It's a broad deal. Lee was the writer and editor-in-chief of Marvel Comics in the 1960s, when he, along with artists such as Jack Kirby and Steve Ditko, ushered in the creation of superheroes that are now the basis for the world's biggest blockbuster films and the interconnected storytelling universe popular over different mediums. He also became the ever-smiling public face of the company, a stately position he held over the decades even as his editorial positions transitioned and he eventually left the company. Lee found himself back in the spotlight and on pop culture's pedestal in the 21st century in a broad way due to the film cameos he made, first in Marvel-based movie adaptations such as Fox's X-Men movies and Sony's Spider-Man movies, then with Marvel Studios' ever-growing list of hits. By the time he passed away, audiences who never even picked up a comic book were connecting to him and looked forward to his warm comedy bits. However, this new deal does not necessarily pave the way for the return of Lee cameos in movies, at least not in the way fans traditionally knew them, insiders caution. It is unclear if the public even has an appetite to see Lee digitally resurrected, as actors such as Carrie Fisher or Peter Cushing were in certain Star Wars movies. The deal does give Marvel permission to use Lee's name, voice, likeness and signature in movies and television projects, as well as to use images, existing footage and existing audio recordings featuring him. The rights to use Lee's name, voice, likeness and signature exclusively in theme parks, cruise lines and in-park merchandise were also included the deal. Audiences and parkgoers could see Lee turn up as figures and toys, and on apparel and stationery. Genius Brand, a global kids media company, created the joint venture with POW, a media company co-founded by Lee along with Gil Champion and Arthur Lieberman, in July 2020. Hayward, who called Lee a mentor and is the former chairman of DIC Entertainment, the home of Inspector Gadget, said he spearheaded the venture because, in the aftermath of Lee's death and the revelations of conflicts in Lee's final years, there needed to be a steward of his legacy. The company is now sifting through Lee's files and dealing with offers, all through a protective lens. The audience revered Stan, and if it's done with taste and class, and respectful of who he was, it will be welcomed, said Hayward. He is a beloved personality and long after you and I are gone, he will remain the essence of Marvel.